Squeak is being developed worldwide, but Viewpoints Research in Los Angeles is where it begins. Here's a look at the Los Angeles Squeakers and a little of the story behind Squeak.
Most people think of Alan Kay as the father of the personal computer. But Alan Kay is much more than that.
Yay!
Yeah, okay. So stop.
Alan Kay is a scientist. Alan Kay is a humanist. And Alan Kay is a romantic. I'm Kim Rose, and I'm the Executive Director of the Viewpoints Research Institute. The Viewpoints Research Institute is a nonprofit organization that was founded by Alan Kay and myself. We endeavor to improve children's education through the use of digital media.
Okay, Kim, take a look at this.
We are developing curricula for children to use online around the world.
You know, it's just tough doing this in a class. Pretty much everybody has to be patient while this is going on.
Exactly, because some kids might really be there and be getting it while other kids aren't, and often she'll take the time to work with the one child in this whole group of children. Alan Kay is the chief vision behind the Viewpoints Research Institute and Squeak.
When I saw Seymour Papert's work with children and Logo, I realized that Seymour had found a new avenue for making educational environments for children in which they could learn very deep ideas. And the romance just hit me in the face, that this was, you know, it's a quest. If you could understand how to make the right kinds of environments for children, then you could give them an alternative world in which science and math actually made sense years earlier than it can in the regular world.
The screen is going to reset it to where I want to start
great.
it.
Okay, great.
I refer to Alan as a romantic because the life's work that he has chosen is driven by a passion. He's trying to find how we can use new media, computers, this new technology to help children get deeper understanding into powerful ideas and to ultimately become better human beings and to make the world a better place.
Okay.
In the late 60s, Alan ran a group at Xerox PARC, Palo Alto Research Center, called the Learning Research Group. What an amazing time and place that would have been. I'm sorry I wasn't there at that time. Xerox PARC is credited for developing so many of the things in computing that we take for granted today. Postscript printing, Ethernet, laser printing. Alan is given credit for developing ideas of a graphical user interface, pull-down menus, overlapping windows, the use of icons, the idea of a desktop metaphor. This work was designed for children. So Alan has always been very interested in designing computer systems for children and to have children be the users of these environments. Alan had an idea of creating a dynamic, portable computer for children. He called this the Dynabook. He envisioned something like the PowerBooks, the small laptop portable computers that we use today. You have to remember, this was at a time when some people were saying the world only needed 5 computers, and the only kind of computers that people were familiar with took up huge rooms, and he envisioned this to be wireless and collaborative and very portable, very lightweight, where children could work together to try to understand powerful ideas.
The idea I got back then was, wow, in a few years we can make notebook-sized computers for kids. And these computers will be connected to this thing that we're building, this worldwide network, and it will have better and better structurings of knowledge on it, and the kids will be able to collaborate through it, and it'll be kind of like a one-room schoolhouse that bypasses most of the broken processes that are going on right now.
Flash forward to Apple Computer in the 1980s, at this time a hotbed of development for computers and education. As a vice president and Apple fellow under Steve Jobs and John Sculley, Alan Kay began a long-term and well-funded look at designing computer-based curricula.
That's where I joined Alan's team in 1986. Our project was called the Vivarium Project, and that is where we started working with the Open Charter School in Los Angeles. Thanks to the sponsorship of Apple Computer, we were able to bring many computers into this school and to see how does the teaching change and what are the tools that can be used.
We have two children who got the same measurement.
B.J. Conn is a terrific teacher in so many ways. This woman has been teaching for over 30 years, and she has the energy of a teenager.
Start. Stop. You'll have to do it real quick, okay?
We met BJ in 1986. She was one of the original teachers at the Open Charter School that participated in Apple Computer's Vivarium program. And she was an early adopter of using computers in her classroom.
You're going to actually try to see if you can measure these pictures and see if, in fact, you can come up with what is really happening in the picture. So what you're
I'm B.J. Ellen Conn, and I'm a teacher at the Open Charter School in Los Angeles. I have been doing it for 35 years, and I have never gone to work a day in my life. I just go to school. I love being with the kids.
Yes. What does this kind of remind you of when I turn this paper?
Our school, the Open School, was started over 25 years ago by a group of parents who wanted a specific educational philosophy. The philosophy was based on the teachings of Jerome Bruner, the way in which children learn and how they learn. It's very constructivist, very hands-on. What I love about it is that our school is represented by so many different cultures, and the kids get to share their cultures with each other. Technology is a passion because it integrated into a school curriculum is so powerful. There's not another tool like it. The kids begin to look at their work in a totally different way.
I like working in Squeak a lot. It's very fun. It makes math funner. This is a project where we got 2 cars and we would race them to the finish line, and we'd have a small timer, and we had to do a color test to make them go. If green car sees black, then he has to go forward by 0, which would be stopping. Once one of the cars got to the finish line, then the other car had to stop. I wouldn't say I really love math, but Squeak makes me really like math a lot, because you put math in a different way and it can be fun.
I did something different from cars racing. Instead, I made pigs racing.
And they're off.
Here we go for the annual pig race. It looks like it's a rough time today. The pink pig's crashing into the wall. I have a watcher here that tells me what speed they're going. Oh, and the blue pig's coming in the lead. I have my own pig. I named it Jackson. And usually it loses. But oh look, the black pig is catching up, leaving the white pig in the dirt. Squeak makes math fun because, wow, you don't really think that you're doing math, kind of. You feel like you're just playing around and having fun, but you are doing math, and you learn it better because you play while learning it.